How do I get started in my new MBA? Hey, Professor G here with my 5 top tips on how to get started in your new MBA. Tip number 1. Look carefully at the options. Most programs have a core and elective/stream structure. Now, in most institutions that I know, the staff would prefer you to do the core program first. Now, if that's the case, go with it. Don't stray from the path. In other words, look carefully at the options. This is really important. Tip number 2. Choose your subjects carefully and maybe start with the most familiar to you. If you've done, for example, organizational behavior studies in undergraduate, why not start with that one? Because you know a lot about it and you feel positive and confident, and perhaps leave the ones less familiar towards the end of the program. Tip number 3. Once you've chosen the subjects, look very carefully at the subject outline, sometimes known as the unit outline. Same thing. Look for things like the content of the subject, usually at the very top of the outline. The assessment, very important. How many assessment items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, but be aware of what the assessment for that particular subject is. And the third thing is, look very carefully at the learning outcomes. These are very important because this is what the institution and the staff member wants you to know at the end of the course. Content, assessment, learning outcomes, all important. Tip number 4. If there are textbooks with each subject, get them. If it's a hard copy, buy one. If it's a soft copy, get your hands on it. These are very important. My suggestion is when you start a subject and there's a textbook attached to it, scan through the book a week or so before you start the course. Just a scan, just to become familiar with the key issues and items. Then, week by week, study each chapter very carefully and preferably before the lecture, not afterwards. If you look carefully at the material before the lecture, it means you go into class feeling confident, aware, understanding the key elements of the course. And my tip number 5, diarize the assessment from the start. That is, make sure you know when all the assessments are due and space them out, and this will avoid leaving it till the last minute, which is the dread of all students. 5 assessments due tonight. Try and avoid that if you possibly can. This is Professor G from MBA TV wishing you all the best with your new MBA program.